Hey, boy. How you doing, my friend? Oh, it's different. Oh, the UI is different. Pretty good. How about you? Pretty good. We got a little bit of a change up here. We got I play with control freaks, and I have different ones on right now. So fingers are in slightly different places. I read. Dad? Husky? Ooh, my fingers feel really strange on this. I'm gonna switch that. Did you shave? Looks nice. I did shave. Mainly just because I have a skin condition. Sometimes if I don't shave for a while, it gets really itchy. And my skin gets really dried and kind of starts flaking and just generally feels terrible. So I was just like, I'm going to shave all of this off. I was trimming it and I was just like, what am I doing? And then I just decided, I got frustrated and I just decided to shave it all. So I like very different. I play with Control Freaks too. What kind do you have? I have a lot. I actually have a code with Control Freaks. So if any of you guys actually want to get a little better control on the Rocket League or in FPSs or something, you can use my code, the Danger Taco, for I believe it's 13% off. Plus you help support me, so it's nice. Yeah, right now I think I'm using the I want to call these the Galaxy. Do I put box? Actually, they're called the first-person shooter ones, but I think they have like a certain design. They're like see-through. So they're kind of like translucent, but it's like got a really nice grip. It's like, I don't know if you guys can see this, but the center of it is basically a bunch of like intersecting kind of like segments that go into the middle, and it feels really grippy. I like it a lot. Lies. So yeah, I've been using Control Freaks for years when I used to play COD. And then they reached out to me a while back when I was streaming Rocket League stuff pretty much exclusively, and they were like, hey, do you want a code? And I was like, bro, hell yeah, I want a code. So they send me a lot of free stuff. I have a lot of Control Freaks chilling around. I thought they were Galaxy too. Well, they're designed a lot like the Galaxies, but they're not like explicitly called the Galaxies, which is why I'm a little confused. It looks like a tire wheel, kinda. Danger, Elias. Hi, Purr. I have the black Galaxy. I also have the black. I actually have like every conceivable type of Control Freak in my home, actually, because they send you like 6 as like a big pack. And then they'll like a couple months later send you more. Like, hey, do you want more? And I was like, I mean, I would love to have more. Like sometimes they don't wear down really, but like I think sometimes it's just nice to have like a different grip. Just the feel of them. I also haven't experimented too much with the ones I'm wearing right now. I just switch around because the FPS ones, since you aim with the right stick, the taller your stick, the better accuracy and precision you have. So I had the taller one on the left stick for Rocket League, but to be honest, it feels just like a little too much. So I'm like, I don't want to jump into games and be like useless because I can't actually aim. So just the regular sticks, which do add some extension but better grip overall, are fine. But yeah, I love Control Freaks. Code the Danger Taco if you want a discount. I thought this was Galaxy. Nice setup, looks nice. Thank you, Paul. Hi, Jay Cook, by the way. Didn't see you pop in. So yeah, the new season is here. Interesting UI designs that we got cooking up here. How underwhelming this Rocket Pass is. I low-key kind of dig the car, but then again, there's so many cars that I'm like, oh, I like that. And then I put it on and it doesn't feel good, so. I haven't bought the Rocket Pass, mainly because it would involve me buying credits. And to be honest, I don't really know if we're still technically supposed to be boycotting Epic. I actually have to check with some of my creator buddies. Epic invited me to their creator program today. I'm not entirely sure if it's a real email, though. Because it's through, like, some website that I don't 100% recognize, but, like, the branding on it looks really good. So I kind of want to reach out to some of my buddies and be like, does this look normal? But basically it means that I would get reached out to for, like, promotions. I think it's also potentially one of those things where, like, people get emailed about, like, free Rocket Pass codes to give away and stuff. So I'm like, that would be kind of dope. So I don't know. You look 19 today? Yeah, I trimmed everything off my face. I think it's also just the contrast, because that was probably the thickest my beard's gotten since COVID. AKA before my teeth got straightened out by my retainers. So, I mean, I've never played Fortnite. Actually, that's a lie. I've played, like, individual games of Fortnite. I don't know if I've ever played a full game. I felt like building was way too hard for me, personally. I felt like that mechanic was just, like, so incredibly, like, over the top. I feel like every time I tried to grip it in my mind, I was like, this is too much. And I just went back to Call of Duty. Because back then, Call of Duty was pretty solid for me. That was the game I had most hours in. Feel very off today. What happens when you don't play for a day, though? I'm really practice double taps. It's not necessarily practicing double taps only. It's just that this is like the one that I feel like this captures the most like different things about warming up that kind of tell me early on, oh, I actually feel good. Because double taps are like how well you're actually controlling your car post touch, how well your aerials are doing. You can set up resets and whatnot. I feel like the double tap pack I've learned is just like the fastest way to know that I'm warm. So there's a lot of other packs that focus on just like redirects and aerials, and I feel like those are like, yeah, sure, I can make contact with the ball, cool, like moving on. But I feel like if I'm double tapping consistently, or if I feel good going up in the air, I'm like, oh, okay, we're ready. And then we get into a game. So that's why I feel like I go to this pack more often. Like if I was warming up for real for like a tournament or something, I would probably be like playing more varied packs. There are packs that are all in one. Yeah, but I feel like those are still just like mostly stuff that I already know. But like for example, like I like packs like this new UI. Like strength and accuracy from Vince, I think is really like just standard shots from weird angles that you need to do. I think all kinds of shots are great. The ultimate warm up from Hanada is probably like my favorite overall one, just because it's a lot of like mixtures of like, oh okay, like just get these shots on target or whatever, like the standard stuff that you see in ranked all the time, like coming up as third man, and you just gotta like drill one or whatever. Stuff like this where it's just like kind of more an aerial that you could turn into a double tap. For these, it's like kind of hard to turn into double tap, so I feel like it's just easier to hit it on target or whatever. But there's like just a lot of stuff that I'm like, I don't really feel like I need to work on these as much, because these don't really tell me like if I'm warmed up as much as like air dribbles and double taps would warm me up. Shooting consistency. Randomizer screws up a lot of these taps. Didn't get low enough on that one. I will score a goal one day by doing that, going off the inside of the goal or off the side of the goal. It's like one in and out type of play that I never get to work on. Wow, randomizer, you are really cucking me on these shots. Said her name out twice. Hello. Damn. Red's so upset. Shaq is egoing him. I was getting egoed by his favorite player. I also bought Shaq's jersey when it went online. Oh shit, I'm blind. What the fuck? Yeah, seriously, Red is so upset. Bro, he's burning your jersey in an oil drum right now. Like all true fans. Also, I've never found it more funny when people burn jerseys or like break their machines. Like, I forget what it was, but it was like the people who make the, what's it called? What's the coffee maker where you put in the cup and then you like close the lid? It's like a little cup of that. I was in Kroger, it's not that. It's with a K, right? Keurig, yes. So the Keurig, people got upset because Keurig went woke or whatever. They did something that pissed off people on the right, and they just started taking their Keurig and throwing it on the ground and breaking it. And then they're like, yeah, Keurig, what do you think about that? The whole time I'm seeing that shit, if I'm Keurig, I'm like, so you bought your machine and then broke it, which means you'll eventually have to buy a new one. I got my money, bro. Like, what do you want? Like, why would you break your Keurig and then be like, yes, I really showed that company paying them for their machine and then breaking it? Bro, they already got their cash, you idiot. It's not a protest. I'm gonna break something that's already mine. Okay, buddy. At least commit a crime, break them in store or something. Like, come on. Like, at least go to jail, pussy. Oh no, I'm doing something legal and stupid on camera. Who's gonna stop me? Oh no. Oh, that's it. Thank you. That's not reset. Oh, it is. I don't get resets sometimes. I feel like there's some of them that I hit that I'm like, that's definitely not a reset, and then it turns out to be a reset. I'm like, oh. And then other ones where I'm 100% guaranteed, like, yes, that this is definitely, I got all 4 wheels, and then it turns out it was not. Also, M80 got announced today. AJ, Nass, and Jorius. That team is going to be so much fun to watch. And hopefully they hire me for casting them, because that's what happened before. Bass and I were their casters before they switched over to Alpha Kep, because he was the creator. But now Alpha Kep is no longer a creator, so they should hire me as their caster again. So since I can already tell that's going to be a fan favorite, just because people love Jorius and AJ. I don't know the fan base around Nass, but then again, I don't think he makes like content, and he hasn't really played on too many ridiculous teams. M80 Taco. I mean, not about M80 Taco, but I'm definitely gonna be like a contractor type person if I work for any org. Although I definitely take some M80 merch and just sell out. Ultimately, the gig that RIP V1, by the way. What's there to like about AJ? Man is insanely good at the game, and also one of the more like communicative and pros. Even though he's like kind of a quiet dude, he's still like always on Twitter, shit posting. Stream's really funny. He's a good player in 1v1. I think there's a lot to like about AJ. I don't know what you mean. I'd rather have a player like that than a player who just is good and just has absolutely nothing going personality-wise. Bro's a robot? Nah, bro's funny. Follows Twitter. AJ fanbase got to be some of the most brain dead out there. No, well, AJ's chat is brain dead for sure. But even he admits that. He's like, these people are like robots. These people are like so weird. They were ranking, I think Asphira did a ranking a while back of like the most brain dead pro chat. And he was sifting through people, and then someone brought up AJ. He was like, oh, wait, why are we even doing this? AJ's definitely at the top. Maybe a laugh. His humor is very niche. I've enjoyed every interaction I've had with AJ. He's also, I like him because there's a couple times I've tweeted out about like, hey, pro players, what about blah, 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 blah. And I asked him about like a question about their contract or something, and he'll just straight up DM me and be like, this is my contract, by the way, just so I give an answer. But he'll like specifically say like, I don't really want to comment this publicly, but like, yeah, here you go. And then he'll like tell me stuff about that. So I'm like, oh, cool. So he actually like does answer and very like personable like that. So I thought that was very like a nice touch there. I don't know. I appreciate pros that want to make content and then also are very communicative with fans. It's not just like, hey, we won this, okay, moving on, and then go on. Like, as much as I like First Killer, I think he would be a very interesting player to like watch. Even just stream like once a month or something. Just at least have some connection to fans outside of just like, hey, tweeting out, I won this, anyway, moving on. Just like, okay, cool. But I want to actually know players personally. I didn't play for a day and my brain feels off right now. AJ's amazing at Loki, which Ruddles and AJ stuck. We don't talk about that. That Optic team was pretty interesting. They had like they had such on and off clutch factor though. They'd have like moments where they're like, oh my god, they're really gonna do it. The fact that they almost, they pulled off that reverse sweep against FaZe though is like legitimately insane. They almost threw the hell out of it in Neo Tokyo. That's literally typical. You quit the game and nobody notices. Yeah, I was gonna make a tweet about that, and I think Bask beat me to it. But yeah, it is kind of shocking, or not shocking. It's a little sad that we have AJ, Sypical basically be like the GOAT for a while. Like not the GOAT, but like I think everyone kind of regarded Sypical for several seasons as like he might be one of the best in NA, one of the best in the world in general. And now he's just gonna be remembered for that last season at FaZe, and that's really sad. I hope we don't remember him like that. Honestly, I think this dude is just happy to not have to play Rocket League, or probably partially relieved. He felt like he was not really super cut out for long-term pro play. Like he just is burnt out. Still the FaZe logo. I mean, he's probably not even logged into that thing. Does he have any hours into it? One of the greatest series ever. I mean, honestly, I was laughing my ass off with Johnny Rise and Appjack doing a watch party for that series. Just hearing Appjack, who needed FaZe to lose, like fucking listening to him freak out every time Optic was like selling goals. He's like, what are you doing? And Rise is just like, these guys are apes over here. They're just throwing themselves at it. I was laughing my ass off. And while Johnny's just like laughing because he doesn't care. He's just like, well, I'm getting great content out of this. Roldis did him really dirty. Oh. I don't know about that. My take on the FaZe situation still, by the way, go to my YouTube video to break that situation down. Anyway, no, my take on the Roldis situation is basically his job was to manage the players as like as a leader and a coach. And I think he started doing that, but then eventually the FaZe office didn't want to play along anymore. Because what Roldis kept talking about is like these players were really struggling to stay motivated, to stay on the game, and he's like, I keep telling them to like get on the game, get on the game, get on the game, like we gotta scrim, get on the game, be in time, gotta go to the game, go, 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 go. And then eventually came up with the idea in spring to like, hey, we'll give you an incentive if you finish top tier in ranked or something. Like if you're top 100 at the end of the season in ranked or something, or at this point, we'll give you a bonus. And then Sip and Miss get on, they play great, FaZe makes spring major finals. And he's like, oh, cool. And then he took away that incentive because FaZe was like, you don't want to pay him extra money just to play the game or whatever, but it worked, so cool. Hopefully they're motivated now knowing that they can be so good. And then the hours drop off again and they stop playing. And then I think at that point, Roldis is like, I don't know if you guys even want to succeed. I'm not going to put in the effort. And then he admits that that's his immature decision. And I agree that that should not be happening. I definitely think that you should be multiple selection. All right, chat, let's just queue. Let's queue some hoops, snow day, and standard and double. Sure, let's go for that. Use the actual features. We better be finding games constantly. Setup. So, in my opinion, I don't think Roldis did him dirty. I think personally, hey, it's Miss Blurred. WCB player. I think personally the players just lost motivation, and Roldis kind of just was like, it's not my job. Like, it is my job to like motivate you guys, but if you guys aren't even going to put in the bare minimum effort, then it's like, what am I doing? Because one thing if they were just like, if they were just upset and tilted or whatever, but it's entirely different in my opinion if the players can't even be bothered to turn on the game. Like at that point, it's like, we're not doing here. And honestly, I side more with Roldis. I feel like it's like still 25% his fault for giving up, because you should never give up, even if someone else like, well, they're not putting in effort, why should I? It's like, well, that's why you lead by example, but still. I think outing it publicly was a little weird at times because it felt like Roldis was using it to clout farm as opposed to like the first video felt like, hey, I'm doing this because I need people to know my perspective on this versus like I actually want to like get popular with this. But then there was like watch parties where he personally was like against FaZe and like cheering on their downfall, and then I was like, I'm not a huge fan of that. Like that just looks like a bad taste. The other one's like, hey, I'm explaining my side, whereas the other parts are just like, I actively want this team to fail, and I'm like, you shouldn't want that for another team, especially the one used to coach. Valid though, RL blows. RL, I would say, is a very enjoyable game for some. There's also a lot of people who don't want to play it 24/7, and I think for pros, that's a valid thing that you have to think about. Like, are you willing to put in the time to play it every single second of every single day? Like, I think that's the thing that a lot of pros don't factor into a lot of their decision making. I forget who it was, but someone in the NBA had a conversation about how like there's a lot of players in the NBA that don't actually like playing the game. I think if you look at Jokic, that's like a common thing people have said. But like they like the game, and that like obviously they want to play it at a high level and they enjoy it like at a baseline level, but they don't actually want to like grind the game and practice all the time, get better, and they're like, this is my passion. They're just someone who is like really tall, very good at basketball over time, and then they just learn that this is a great way for me to make money, and it's kind of like they're just clocking into a 9-to-5 type thing. Like for obviously so many people are like, that'd be my dream. It's like, yeah, but your full-time job was working out and constantly trying to be the best in like a super cutthroat league where you can be cut like with minimal warning or benched with like a lot with not a lot of concern for you. I mean, I think it burns a lot of people out, and I think there are some players that have to accept the fact that like they're not cut out to be pros just because of the work that's required to stay at the top. And I think that's kind of players like Sipical. Like they're still very good and they're obviously like talented enough and have the connections to find teams, but there are moments where like they have to put in the grind and it's just like a terrifying prospect they don't want to do. Because they're just like, God, I don't have the passion for this the same way that like a lot of other players do. I think that's entirely valid. Cheating like any other paycheck. Yeah, just listen to that man talk. He'd rather just do something else. Hell, AJ Wilson in the NFL, he plays fucking Farm Simulator when he's not playing the game because he'd rather do that in his free time. He doesn't want to like stream IRL workout content. He'd be like, all right, we're gonna tend to my crops. Oops. Try to tap that directly up. I think the problem with the world was T was his personal conversations around retirement. Bro definitely missed. Oh, okay. I think the problem I had to see was him talking about the personal conversation around retirement, struggling with mental health. That for me is too far. So what the internet does with that and more or less ruin what Sip had left. I do get that. My issue is that, I mean, I think at the end of the day, it's like, I think it's valid that he gives some context. I do think it might be a little far that says like, hey, he struggled with his depression or anxiety or whatever it was. Because that is rough and you don't really want to out that to other people. I think it was somewhat valid to give that out just as like an explanation. I do agree that it's maybe a little revealing. Maybe you didn't have to go that far. Nice. But it depends whether people view that as like the main omission. For me, I think it's like, it was just very telling that, I don't know, I think it's something that they had known for a while and basically said like, hey, have you looked into that? And he's like, yeah, and I feel best when I'm not on the game. And it's like, then can you really be a pro player if you feel happiest when you don't want to be a player? And then basically said you should consider retirement. And he's like, no, I don't want to though. And it's like, that's where I think he started getting an issue. And I think that's where, at least for me, that's where I latched onto the kind of frustration. Because if you don't want to play the game, if you're like that stressed out, I'm like, you know what? That's fair. Like, yeah, go on with your day. Like, whatever. But if you're actively staying in the league where you don't want to play and you're not putting in work and your team's not succeeding, then it's like you're just taking a slot from someone who wants it more. And that to me is like, I feel like Roll just took that away from him. I well, based on a lot of stuff, Sip didn't even want to retire because admittedly he was just like, I just want the cash. I just want the I'm like signing up for this stuff for the paycheck. And I think that's a little rough. I don't know if you can really admit that. I do think that he did kind of spoil Sip's ability to come out because ultimately, like, I took a lot of what Roldiz was saying at face value and kind of assumed that that is not necessarily objective account, but like that is more or less the truth. And I think that is a little unfair because ultimately, like, Roldiz is recalling that from memory from like months ago. Like, he's not like playing tape, you know? So like there might have been paraphrasing or might have been like certain like ways to like put that in perspective that were completely missing from how Sip would tell it. But I think the reason I also believe that is because there was a lot of people who've known Sip for a while have said, yeah, that's something that he has like always struggled with, is his motivation, his hours on the game. And I think previously that wasn't a problem, but since NA got hella competitive lately, then it's kind of like now it's an issue because like how the heck are we gonna deal with that? Also, Ubek Podcast, thank you. I read your comment and I thought I responded. I do that a lot. I responded in my head and then I'm like, did I say that out loud? So yes, we're doing ranked, but it's a new season, new hoops, new funds. Also, why is Deck in my twos game? This man is so high ranked. Placements, schmashments. I guess I technically was GC3 twos last season. Hi, JC. I'm excited for M80, JC. Oh, that was my anti-whip. No. Okay, it's fine. Tilda. Bro. That lack of flick from Deck destroyed me. Is the Penguin okay? New season's always been jacked. I mean, I'm fine. I'm chilling at 40, playing on a East server, Texas. Then again, I'm only 2 games in, so who knows? Maybe 1/3 of all. What the fuck? This is what I'm talking about. Why is he in this lobby? What a shot. This type of scoop is just disgusting. I don't understand how people do this. Simply unfair. Oh, I thought my teammate knocked that into the bar. I was like, it's going in on its own, homie. I was started the season grind going. I mean, it's fine. I'm 2 games in, just queuing Snow Day, Coops, 3s and 2s. So we're mostly probably just getting 2s. Deck B plus or A? Yes, he is. Very good player. But hey, that's what early season placements are all about. Is getting like really janky lineups in the beginning. Yo, Shaq. Why are you playing 3s? I don't know, I was playing 2s too. I've been trying to make an effort to play more game modes, and I figured I'm queuing 3s and 2s. So, I'm getting 3s in. Oh my gosh. Fair enough, my apologies. Understandable, have a great day. I mean, I'll be playing 3s later, obviously, but 2s is just kind of fun because I feel like the more I play this game mode, the more I start to like get 2s, and I feel like that's the hardest part about 2s for me. It's like there's a lot of aspects of this game mode that I just do not understand how to play well. I did Jim. fine. That's not fine. Unfortunately. My bad. Stuff like that, for example, is also stuff that I don't comprehend because I'm like, oh, okay, he's in the middle. Oh, he flipped away from the middle. He's gonna turn around because he saw that. No, he didn't, so I should have cut there, but that was maybe like 3's rotation of me right there. I saw him back up there. Oh! Okay, I was about to say, I'm like, that was pretty good that I had like deck on a rope there, so I'm like, he either gets bumped by that or he lets it in, so. Try to kill this. Ah. No! I missed the touch, bro! Wait, can you turn the music down? It's at the same volume it normally is. Hold on. I think my mixer is getting a little altered. I feel like I'm storming the beaches right now. I mean, that's kind of the exact feeling I want you to feel when watching ranked with a Donger Taku. It might also just be the song, but that's the volume I always play my music at. I think some songs are just like that. I have the normalize EQ like set on Spotify, which is supposed to like kind of put all songs on like the general same loudness, but I don't think it works all the time for like certain songs. It's on. Wasn't paying attention to me. No beard? Forgot. So how many people watch me for the beard? Nice. Let's go. I'm here. Hi, Bridie. What's up? However, good evening, Bug. Yeah, I don't even know what to call it. I think I just got impulsive. I like woke up today. My beard was itchy, and I looked at it, and I didn't like it, and I just picked up my my buzzer or whatever, and realized I think my cat's like knocked off the counter or like my clips because I could not find any of my clips, and I'm just like, screw it. Oh wait, speaking of lag, after the game I have 120 SSL. I was SSL last season. This one is new season, so I'm just trying to play my games to get back up there. Donger Taku. Yes. Well, because Shaq is asking for it, I will Q3s. Also, Chad, I got completely destroyed today. I logged into my YouTube, because I was incredibly close to 2K subs, and I have 1,999. Oh, I just did 2K. Let's go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I complain and you shall receive. Let's go. Never mind. I sub now. Well, excellent. You've saved me. Also, I will say this UI definitely needs a hotfix, because when you go to training, it's training, and then it goes to aerial first instead of free play. So instead of hitting free play XX, you hit aerial, rookie or whatever, and then it goes into that. Like, that is not okay. So training up, free play X. Do you see the box? Yeah, I don't care about that. People are like, oh my god, like this box. Bro, that doesn't affect anything. I don't care. That free play thing is much more annoying to me. All right, here we go. Now we got some. Oh wait, no, we got snow day. Shaq, we got 3v3. Let's go. Oh, someone's using motor mouth. This is the most snow day lobby I've ever seen in my life. Hell yeah. No one saw that. Bro, people are not ready for my snow day game. Yeah, I was a Blizzard wizard in the past. I gave this game up because it wasn't fair to everyone else who I kept beating. Uh oh. Well, okay, maybe we should help out our teammate a little bit. I haven't played this game out in so long that these guys might like legitimately be like flat. It was a name change redeem, by the way. Oh, sorry. On my chat thing, it just shows every time you type anything as just a chat message, so sometimes you can't see it. Nah, he's dying out my teammate right there. Bang. Oh, we're not. Yeah, I air dribble the puck. What of it? Oh, well, never mind. No momentum on that air dribble. Whoa. Ah, imagine getting scored on couldn't be me. Could you possibly coach me? I have a Metafy for coaching. I actually had 2 DMs on Metafy for coaching out of nowhere. I don't know where the hell these people found me, but they were like, hey, I saw you cast one of the games and I want to. There's literally a dude where I cast for a Navy sponsored esports tournament only for people in the military, and there's a lot of SSLs, and one of the dudes who apparently plays it, who I've casted a bunch, said, hey, can I get coaching from you? I'm tired of losing to the same team every time. Made me laugh. There's like 9 players in the Army and Navy that are like disgustingly good at Rocket League. They're like all like super high level SSL. So they usually like interchange with each other and win those tournaments. So it's just funny to like watch a dude be like, hey, I want training because I want to beat these guys. I'm like, you know what? Valid. Demon snow day breezy? What? Just fine. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. I think this snow day shit ain't deep. People dying in the streets out here over this snow day stuff. D3 for 2 years. Well, I view being hard stuck as not knowing what you don't know, where you're doing stuff wrong but you don't think it's wrong. That's usually the way I define it. Are these guys pinching it as randoms? What the hell? What the heck's going on here, chat? These people are like the goats. Granted, if you're playing Snow Day on day 1 for your rank, then clearly you're gonna be a little bit serious about the game. Oh, not serious enough though. Long. See, chat, I told you. I'm gonna carry this team out from the trenches. Play 10 matches of Knockout Bash. Wait, Knockout's in? Good. That game mode should be permanent, in my opinion. It's like a good party game mode. Oh, demonifying. I think when Demon, like the pro player that got banned over a drop shot game. Anyone remembers that as a true OG. Wow! What the hell was that power? I did a delayed flick underneath the puck and it just got sent 900 miles an hour. Physics-based game, by the way. My biggest issue with Snow Day is you have to get it to the wall. So like, weirdly enough, when you're playing Snow Day at a high level, yeah, you can go for pinches and stuff on the ground, but like for the most part, if you want to prevent goals, you just have to like play the walls. And always. Well, anyway. Yes. The one thing about playing any mode with an unusual ball is that I always am like, well, that would bounce and then fall down, but then the puck just glides, so it has way less like drag in the air that it has to deal with. So it just kept going straight. Did not prepare for that as well as I thought I would. I don't worry, we score here. Bang. He never catches those. Oh, he dribbled that? What? See ya. All right, see ya, Variety. Thanks for popping in. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Sure. If you're wondering how people get insane scoops, I feel like it's just all timing and luck. Like, at the end of the day, like, yeah, there are people who are really good at Snow Day and it's on purpose and whatnot. I'm not saying it's like a luck-based thing. But the way this puck moves, you need like the nicest bounce ever for like, because an equivalent setup will not yield the same result, you know what I mean? Like, depending on the position of the puck, like if you rotated a ball around in any degree, the same type of shot would come out every single time. Whereas with a puck, it's like, if you rotated it a bunch of different ways, like everything would just go haywire. Wait. I've seen it say one many times, it couldn't stay. Part of ranking up is also ranking down. No one stays at one rank forever. But also, if everyone just kept going up all the time, then it's one ranks. Dunk. Oh, see, chat. We don't lose those. We just don't lose those. All right, just kidding. I want to play like threes. All right, what was this link you sent? Gross. That shouldn't be allowed. That's illegal. Okay. Now we got the profile name change. Don't worry. We are now Donger Taku. Oh, I scrolled up chat. Okay, we're good. Hoops. Hoops is not bad. I can play some hoops balls. Or hoops. I can play some hoops. We'll play some hoops alongside it. He was washing hands. Oh, gross. Can't believe people wash hands. Like, people actually believe like putting water on your hands does something. Okay, germs are still gonna be there, homie. Okay. Let's just call that a pass, alright? I watched a hand since '09. Good man. Country thanks you for your service. Oh. Okay, Moxie, think you're all that, huh? Were you even alive in '09? That's a good question, actually, straight up. Like, I'm fairly certain Shaq is like maybe 13 or 14. You following Deck everywhere, bro. I'm his biggest fan. He just doesn't realize it yet. Aw. I'd be even a bigger fan if he fucking saved the... But no, I'm kidding. Day one, we're just right back into raging. It got weird for me when I was teaching the college freshmen, or the college students that aren't born in the 90s. That was the biggest adjustment for me. I was like, oh right, that's how the ages work. Eventually they're gonna start being born in like 2002, and then obviously some of the students I was teaching that were like seniors. I own you, bud, literally? That's illegal. Sounds like Elias has the paperwork and everything. Who might argue? Why did I hit it like that? Who knows? I'm a dog. Wow, that was a laggy touch. I thought I cut it. Oh, wait a minute. Right after someone asked me if I'm lagging, I'm at 119 on a USC server. Is this at the tip of Prince Edward Island? I wonder if USC servers are explicitly in the US only. Are there no Canadian servers at all? What do Canadian people play on? They just play on US servers? What the? Something 13. Something 13 and 14, I meant. Yeah, we're playing a little bit laggy here. Via carrier moose? Yes, their packets are sent by carrier moose. Nice save, Deck. Pinch snap? I can't believe Deck didn't see the pinch and didn't want to go with it. He has lost one fan today. I feel like getting a carrier moose would be terrible or terrifying. I always forget how large meese are. Because in my head, they're like, oh, it's like a stag. I know how big a stag is, like a big ass deer or whatever. But then you like actually see one, you're like, oh shit. Then you see a moose, and you're like, oh my god. It's like, you're like, oh, it's as big as a couch. Nope. As big as your fucking SUV and or larger. Do air dribble hoops, PB. Let's go. Congrats. How many me's per second is that? That's a conversions I always sucked at. Funny joke, everyone knows Canada doesn't exist. You mean the US is hat, bro? Wait, did anyone else just see that? I got 4 bronze wins, but I played 4 different game modes. Is that how it works? Is that how it's always worked? You just win any game in any game mode? Are they combining rewards now? I've never thought about that. Also, this is exactly what I was talking about for early season games. Shit's funny as hell. Shay Crispin leaks in a full party right in the beginning. Okay, buddy. But then again, we got Cha and Jemima, so not the worst thing in the world. The worst thing in the world is when we get these games and then my teammates are Jim Bob and Bob Jim. Both like C1 players who are like, what the hell happened here? Nice. I like the clean shave, by the way. I mean, I don't. But also, for some reason, my mustache looks darker than the rest of my hair, even though it's shaved at the exact same length, so who knows. Bob Jim fucks? Well, obviously Bob Jim fucks, but that's not the point. And if I didn't go for that demo, I could have bailed him out. Also, Katrina Leanne posted her holiday thirst trap for Christmas, and the caption was like, "Did I make your list this year or something?" And my first thought when I saw that caption is like, can you imagine Santa going through like lists, and then one of the kids is just like, "I want this woman." It's like, oh, well, we can't make that. It's like, I want it. It's like, okay. And then kid just opens up their present one day and it's just like straight up a kidnapped person. They're like, oh, this is disturbing. I didn't know Santa went that hard on granting wishes. That kid must have been a really good kid that year. Holy shit. Oh, look, kids, I trafficked a human for you. Merry accessory to a felony. Oh. Of course, I'm overthinking it. It's supposed to just be a cutesy little post, but that's the first thing I thought about. I was like, how horrifying would that be if someone made a list, a wish list for their parents, sick, and it was just like, I want this woman. I always just get Cole. What's that? It's Jabrowski. When you're a Santa atheist. So I don't ask for people. I mean, straight up. I'd be disturbed if I did. See, the men on my timeline need to start posting their Christmas wish lists. Or Christmas thirst traps. Come on, boys. There's enough women on the internet to give you likes. If Instagram exists for male models, then it does on Twitter as well. Come on. Cody Ko has put out a new episode of the thirst trapping, the sexy chefs of TikTok, and I still can't get over the fact that that's real content that people consume. It's like erotica for middle-aged women. Where it's like the intended audience might not be for them, but like they are exactly the people who are really consuming all of it. Okay, buddy. Show my skin online. Ah, yes. That's why I'm waiting for Fakey to do it. I think Fisher would have done it once upon a time, but now he's got a girlfriend, so he's like, I don't need to try that hard to post my gains online. Kind of getting worked this game, not gonna lie. I mean, I definitely feel like I'd post more stuff if I was like built like that, but I definitely wouldn't. I don't know. I feel like it's different when you're like a gym bro though. When you're like a true gym rat, I feel like it is literally about posting for the boys at a time. Like, yeah, it helps that people like muscular guys, but I feel like a lot of the comments that do stuff like that are literally just other gym bros being like, yo, bro, like, great, oh my God, blah, blah. It's like hyping each other up. So I always kind of like that aspect. A lot of people are like, oh, they're so full of themselves. I'm like, honestly, you talk to a lot of gym bros, a lot of it is just sharing their gains with other dudes, like low key. There's a YouTuber who does fashion advice on YouTube Shorts, and I find him really interesting. Because that's actually the one thing that I've always like struggled the most with is if I get money, I want to actually start buying like interesting outfits and clothing. Not necessarily like adventurous. I feel like it's like I never understood the athletes who like get a massive paycheck and then they start just buying weird out there like game day uniforms. I've never related any harder to someone like Jason Kelsey when they were on the show, on his podcast with his brother. And they were just like, yeah, like, Travis, you love dressing up in these fits. He's like, oh yeah, I love like trying out something interesting or like showing up with a good fit. It's like, Jason, meanwhile, you're just showing up in like a sweatband and a sweatshirt. He's like, I come to play the game. I'm not walking a runway. I'm just trying to wear something comfortable and get on the field. Like, God. It's like, I don't understand these people bring like a whole suit and outfit and everything. Like, what are you gonna do? Just wear that through the tunnel till you're seen for 4 seconds? Sit in a bus in uncomfortable clothes? And I was like, yes, Jason, speak right to me. High-end restaurants, I can say the average kitchen worker is not thirst trapping many folks. Yes. Yeah, that's just average ranked despair. Oh, this is the new this is the new map. I forgot. We have new maps. I kind of want to see what they're like. Wasteland pitched. Analyzing. Low-key, I don't mind it. I do wish the grass is a little bit more torn up. I will say it's a little bit strange that we're playing in a literal wasteland in like the frickin' post-apocalyptic Thunderdome, and yet the grass is like perfectly manicured. I feel like that should be changed, personally. Well, for me, it was always the boost pads because it was like yellow. It was like bright orange sand, and then you're looking for yellow dots on it. So it was like very hard for me to path, I feel like, on this. And ultimately, I think everyone just wants more grass maps. Everyone always loves grass maps the most. But at the same time, it's like I kind of wish the grass is a little more torn up. I feel like it's strange to have like a perfectly manicured field like this on a wasteland map. Keep the grass alive, seriously. I don't know, it just that to me just feels a little strange. You could have. It also helps with like the environmental storytelling of what is going on here. Like you are in basically like a Mad Max Terror Dome. Why is the grass so perfect? Okay, so that's free play for that app. Manfield. Okay, there's Farmstead pitched. This one feels a little bit more normal because it's on a farm that's like clearly being taken care of with its lawn mode. This one feels a lot more natural. Also, I think it's the exact same field put out. I don't know why I said put out. Love when fields put out, but no. I feel like it's the exact same field, like trim. Anyone remember the NFL Street games? Sad to me that there's a whole generation of kids who will never experience those games. Those games are more fun to play than Madden, low-key. I understand why Madden has endured. The fact that NFL Street has not endured is horrifyingly sad. 1, 2, and 3 are all good games, having played all of them. NBA Street 2. I mean, I was never as big of an NBA Street fan, but NBA Street Volume 2 I did like. Personally. Oh. Feeling like just slightly off today. I don't really know what it is. Maybe it's my thumbnails. My thumbsticks. Maybe I'm just not ready to this. Maybe I'm just like not used to the grip yet. So I do feel like a little off some of my movements. So part of it is just getting used to that. Okay. It's the Fennec thing. Oh, you know what? That could be it. Fennec isn't built like it used to be. It's always the push and pull. Elias hates the Fennec. Whereas Shaq always insists I rock the Fenk. Some male fashion videos are straight up thirst traps plus outfit advice. Well, I mean, the guy who does it, he doesn't thirst trap. He's just like a good looking dude who just talks really like he's super friendly. He's just like, okay, you want a outfit that's all gray tones? Sure. And then he makes one up and he's like, yep, I like this and I like this. There's a definite option you can do, blah, 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 blah. And my favorite thing is he actually shows you every item up close so you know like what the fabric is and everything. I always hate it when they're like, oh, I'll make an outfit, and then they make the outfit and then you can't tell what anything is. So I'm like, so if I wanted to buy it, what kind of shoes am I asking for? Like what material are they? Like what blah, blah, blah is this? Like that's always the thing that frustrates me with anything like of people showing advice on what to buy or like gear. Same with people who like build PCs or something and then they contain none of the inputs or like what the products is. Well, I'm like, bro, you can make so much money by making these dope videos and then like partner linking shit on Amazon or whatever. Judo Uwu is like a offshoot of Pseudo Udo. Also, the other thing that we're going to use too, the beginning and end of the season are when you see the most full parties, so it's another thing I'm definitely looking forward to. I've never heard of any of these dudes, though. That's really interesting. You know, normally, if you play enough, you recognize these people more. What is that? I've never seen a goal like this, where the first guy hits, then he own goals it, and then it posts, and then a teammate is like pre-jumping the post bounce? I don't even understand how that's possible. I guess the answer is just I'm not as good. Straight up skill difference. Dang, easy put back. Nice. Nice. Wing. Remember I had that boost on one day and Drew was sitting nearby. He was just like, can you please like turn off that boost? Hey, you're just hearing wah, 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 wah. Hi, Nas. Oh, I didn't stick with it specifically because I thought he would have it. Jazzy Wazzy and Judo Uwo. Quite the names. Ah, I wanted to tap that down to Judo. I will say there was a fake handoff reverse play in NFL Street 2 that was literally like guaranteed to fool the AI every time. It was so funny. I ran that play like whenever I absolutely needed yardage or something, I would always run that play. You had a fast enough running back to take it, it would always go for like 20 yards. I feel like the art designers of this game were just really in their bag, though. Like, the stadiums were interesting, like the aesthetic was really nice. The fact that you actually had licensed players, and I felt like they actually had like good, realistic stats. One thing I always liked about Michael Vick's stats is that they didn't just make him like a god QB. Like he was super fast, but his throwing accuracy was always like 70% of like what the top level should be. Like I'm glad that they do that. No Pablo Sanchezing, you know? LaDainian Tomlinson got a little close sometimes, though. And was way too good. Anyone else remember LaDainian? Good night, Danger. Oh, good night, Anas. A short visit this time. Some people got work, I guess. Can't relate. How do I sleep in your bed instead of walks tonight? I'm sorry, what? You my cat? Oh, I think he means your walls. I was like, do we go on a walk every night and I'm not aware of this? It's my next door neighbor convinced I'm in love with them. In reality, I'm just sleepwalking. You walk every other night, does that mean nothing to you? I don't know who you are. Zero actual work, the best type of work is when you're not working. Boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I poop on company time. Easy Octane win. I mean, game was definitely like less competitive that time, but I guess we'll see. I'll throw you a bone, Elias. A couple of streams ago, I said it was in your walls. It's an escalated joke. Yeah, I remember that. You said, I think you meant, that's why I said, I think you mean walls, not walks. My going live notification used to be Danger Tacos in your walls on Twitch. Our senior VP dressed as Santa. Terrifying. He's a large white guy with a beard, so it suits him. Oh, low-key, there was a commercial. What brand was this for, bro? Amazon? No. I don't know. There was an ad in which they made Santa black, and my first thought was, there's definitely someone on Twitter losing their shit about this. Why would they make Santa, who is fictional, black? Unbelievable! Ah, just like they're losing their shit. This is white genocide. Or my personal favorite, it's like, why is Jesus not white? I'm like, bro, Jesus was born in the middle of the fucking Middle East. He is definitely not white. Like, let's be so for real. Bro is Arabic AF. So why does he got brown hair and white as fuck skin? Oh, right. Oh, Tricky turned away, unfort. Our brains went different wavelengths that time. I guess this is Joe Bond's America. Oh, I just didn't make contact with that. I thought it was lined up properly for the sidewall hit. One's main type of setup right there. Tricky's so good. He's so good. It's funny that I haven't really heard of Tricky that much. And yet, recently I've just been seeing him all over my Twitch recommended. A bunch of people have been raiding him. And maybe he's just always been like a partner streamer that I just not heard of, but Rosa kind of twisted with it. And since I discovered him, he's been in a lot of my rank games, so fun. I think he's just been popping lately. It's getting more recommendeds. Oh my god, he stole my boost too. Next, they're coming for our gerbs. Every time I check him, he's at like 200 viewers, so clearly he's doing great. There's another one of those players. It's funny because I found out he goes to John Hopkins, but he's like a top 101s player, and I'm just like, God, only John Hopkins had 2 other SSLs, then did he set? Nice. One of my favorite things to do on passes inside, if you don't have a good shot, just lob it and go from there. I didn't mean to fake that. I thought it was a different takeoff. Oh, I thought he'd chow that, so I was like, I'll hit it around him. Oh, ho, ho, ho. I think he just didn't want to give me assist for a second. CVP, he's a large white guy. Looked like he cast in any Hallmark Christmas movie. Except a Hallmark Christmas movie would be about a woman learning to not work as hard when she goes back home and meets some guy from her hometown that was her high school crush. Teach her the true meaning of Christmas and for living life less seriously and focusing on the things that are important. I just described the plot of 95% of rom-coms produced by the Hallmark Channel. I was losing my shit at the SNL skit. The Hallmark Halloween movie. I've also seen that movie. Yeah, we've all seen that movie. Because it's every movie. However, that was a holiday tradition I really enjoyed one of my old girlfriends, whenever we would get to the holidays or like something that had a Hallmark pumped out a movie about, we would watch it because it's like, it is like the most predictable thing. So we just have a game of predicting where the plot was gonna go. We try to like learn as little about this movie as possible. And it's crazy how like you can get like 90% of plot details equal. Well, I'm out later, Gator. Later, Digium. He's popping in. Ugh. Another win for the Octane. Elias is promoting Octane supremacy. Wild to see. On TikTok makes skits of different generations doing different menial things. The boomers always saying some absolutely off the wall stuff like, "This is Joe Biden's America," and then open mouth coughing, top tier bottom of the barrel comedy. Silent generation character says something actually fucking insane. A little bit. Feel that. Feel that heavy. Also, I don't know why shorts have discovered this. I get a lot of drummers on my algo lately. A lot of drummers making content out there. Music is definitely something that I wish I was better at. I never had like an intuitive talent for it. And I remember taking a class that tried to teach us like intro to music theory and reading music stuff, music notation, and I was never good at it. Dropped that class real early on because I'm like, yeah, I can't be doing this. I'll just teach myself ukulele. Or teach myself guitar, because I think that's what the world needs nowadays, is a man with a guitar singing his feelings. But instead of Wonderwall, I'll just play Freebird. Oh. Player was lingering. I'm like, if he wants to take it, I mean, he can take it. It's like, I know he has low boost to the way he's moving, so. Favorite content? Yeah. There's a guy, there's a one drummer, Nathan something drums. And one thing I always liked about his channel is he does like these shorts where it's like 5 different types of drummers on different songs, and he basically is playing over a pop song. He's doing different drums, and there's one staple one that he always does, the pop punk guy, parentheses Travis Barker, and it fits with like so many different songs in the style, and it's just like, but he switches like live as it's playing, and I'm just like, that is very true. That at least I've had like 2 or 3 friends who are drummers who have gone to like a music school, or like a arts type school. For drumming and drumming performance and stuff, and they're all like different stereotypes of that. Like it's very, very much like my, it's like that's very much my weakness, is I'm the temptation to always fight that. Also makes me laugh because he has a little short where he's like, what people think is hard drumming, and then it's a guy like doing like using the whole kit, and then it's like what actually is difficult in drumming, and then it's just them like keeping like a beat like dun ch dun dun ch dun. Because he's like, and a lot of people in the comments like, yes, and then I googled it, I'm like, why is that deemed harder? And people, it's like, because for a lot of drummers, you're trained to do all these crazy things, so just keeping one steady beat and keeping it at a nice rhythm and not getting sidetracked and not speeding up and not slowing down is like incredibly hard compared to just like when you're constantly moving, your muscles are just like activated and your brain's like, let's go, let's freaking go, freaking out. So that always makes me laugh when all drummers like, yes, that is harder. There's also another drummer, I forget his channel name, it's like Siberian something, but he's disgustingly good. Like his brain is actually wild, and that like, he plays with like multiple kick drums, and his hands are playing at like different rates, and he's doing different types of kick drum rhythms with, so like every single limb is doing a different like speed of hitting the drum. And it's just watching him keep that in mind and just flexing. Yeah, he's like, yeah, there's a warm-up I do, and he just starts doing like this crazy rhythm thing, and then everyone watching in the comments like, I don't think people understand how impressive this is. I'm like, bro, if they don't, they should never attempt music in their lives. This is like, my brain hurt just trying to like keep it in my own head. Like I started like just do it, I picked my feet off the ground and I started like trying to like tap along in the same way, and I'm like, I can't even wrap my head around how you separate your brain into like those 4 limbs. I'll have to find the short to just show you guys what I'm talking about, because I feel like it's very hard to describe what I'm describing. Straight up robot. I mean, I talked to you about Drumeo, the channel all about drumming, that hosted the Sugarfoot like drummer, who's like the drummer for Michael Jackson for like 30 years. And every drummer in the world is like, this guy's like fucking insane. Like at what he does, he's like legitimately robotic because he's so consistent and nails his timings on everything. Another win. Guess what? Oh, wait, guess what for what? I haven't won this yet. Let's see. Let's see if we throw this. There's like a 20% chance we throw this. I'm gonna go eat now. Hey, GGB. I have been enjoying it. Oh, really thought we had a clear. Yeah, and that's what I was talking about, Chad. This is the type of stuff we can throw on. Did he get little one? He didn't. He just got. Oh yeah, he got tagged. Okay. I was not worried at all that that was going to be a save. So I want to pass the Snooki. Bro! If I had boost, that's an easier tap in. I overcomplicated my read. Wait, what am I doing? Oh my god, I thought Judo was in the midfield line. I was like, oh, okay. I'm just getting back. Also, I laughed really hard at Drumeo invited on the drummer for Genesis or something. And they're like, hi, I'm Simon Collins or whatever. And I'm like, oh, cool, what's up? He's like, I drum for Genesis. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. He's like, I'm Phil Collins' son. I'm like, that's a Nepo fucking hire right there. Like, the guy's really good, obviously, but I laughed so hard at that. I was just like, man, damn, that's crazy. It's hard to get into like established bands like that. And then it's like, I'm Phil Collins' son. Like, oh, well, I guess that makes sense. For the Octane, Elias. All right, buddy. We're playing La Tech University. Who even knows if that's Los Angeles or Louisiana? It's probably Louisiana. I don't think there's a Los Angeles Technical University. Los Angeles Technical College. There's a Los Angeles Trade Technical College, but that doesn't sound like it. That's a community college. It's legit brain melting. Oh, that's a longer one. I will do that in a second. I'll view that in my off. I don't know if Lethamir reminded himself that he has to keep a good relationship with the publisher, but his tweet today was interesting. He said he talked to the devs about stuff upcoming, and I don't know what that implies. Like, if he's like, hey, devs that I know, you want to reach out to me and talk to me? And they're like, we got other stuff. It's like, cool. Or if they like were legitimately like, hey, don't leak this or else we'll bury you, blah, blah, blah. Well, it's just that, like, I've heard from, like, people elsewhere in the Psionics machine that, like, they are planning bigger stuff. So I kind of believe that. But the thing is, I hear that secondhand, so I don't know how much of that is, like, embellished or read into, you know? When people are like, oh, yeah, we got stuff planned versus, like, we have, like, the thing you think is planned. So I felt like it would be fair that Leth would speak up about it, especially since he has less to lose than other creators, because Leth is, like, a staple of the content scene, along with Sunless and Moskers. AK Musty, I don't say why I said Moskers. Ah, yes, Moskers. Combining Husky and Huskers and Musty. That's a goal. Keeping a lid on everything as a company. I mean, JJ, I think I'll describe exactly what I thought it would be, is basically Epic is saying, until you have an official release date, do not talk about anything. And I mean like absolutely everything. Unless you can tell people explicitly when something's happening, do not ever talk about it. I think that's probably exactly what is happening. But if devs would be willing to actually talk to certain creators and be like, hey, blah, 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 like there are this thing coming out, and God, what a terrible touch. Also, this is Northeastern, I think in a full party. Yep. Oh, my teammates are in a party. They're gonna be passing to each other only. Cool. Because the blowback when they don't deliver promises. Yeah, exactly. This is why Epic is like dealing with that. I kind of get it because people don't want blowback on it, but I feel like that's the issue, is that that's probably a company-wide policy, and that like with under no circumstances are you going to leak like coming soon type shit. Ultimately, I don't think the internet will forever remember that type of shit, because like ultimately like people still are pissed at like, hey guys, Elder Scrolls, blah blah blah, we're developing it, yay! That was like what, like 10 years ago or whatever. I mean, not really, it was like 6 years ago, but it's like, yeah, when the fuck is that game coming out? The way they presented that shit made it look like it got canned 3 minutes after that presentation got started. But yeah, giving that leak is like, oh, cool, neat. Also, does anyone know when the Game Awards are? Because I almost guarantee Elden Ring DLC is going to be announced on that, so I want to watch that shit. Apparently, FromSoft is like one of the only publishers that Game Awards will like always give a segment for a trailer for, because they know like without fail that shit's gonna be like a 10 out of 10 review game. Honestly, the only time FromSoft has actually delivered a game that has been lackluster is not even a game that is their fault. Someone did the Demon Souls remaster, which I didn't think was FromSoft, and that game was pretty like whatever. But even then, the original game is still great. It's just that the remaster didn't add anything enough that was like fixing it. Tomorrow night, 6:30 Central. Okay, I kind of want to watch that for the Elden Ring DLC. If they release a trailer, I don't know if they're gonna release a gameplay trailer, but if they release a story trailer, that's great because it'll give us more hints. Also, that means new body video episode. My body's so ready for Elden Ring DLC. I'm gonna be so upset if it's gonna be like May 2024, because I'm gonna be like, bruh. Because it was rumored to come in late 2023 or early 2024. Oh, great, double. Yeah, I don't really agree with the idea that Epic has to keep a complete lid on it. I think it's perfectly fine to say don't give any promises, but I do think it'd be nice to give them like, these are our long-term goals. You know? Like, I feel like that would be like, hey, we are planning on doing this. Right now, that is a pipeline. We have been told that we're doing this. Maybe they don't have to share like internal stuff, like Epic has told us to put it on the back burner until we finish XYZ or whatever, but I don't know. I think it would be nice just to give like hints like that, because right now I think a lot of people are being so doomsday about it that they're like, they're not doing anything. I'm like, obviously they're freaking doing stuff, bro, but their whole studio just got slashed with cuts. Like, they have to pick and choose, and Epic told them to focus on rocket racing, so they did. Now that that's done, they're gonna have to maintain it and give updates, but they're still gonna work on other stuff too. And for me, that's I think where everyone's hope is, like, if that's hopefully like UE5 stuff. Because at least for me, from what I've heard, UE5 Rocket League is a thing. People think it's like not. They were like, oh, what if they're just hiring for rocket racing? I'm like, well, that was an additional concern, but like, that very much is something they want to do in the future. That's why I'm not really worried about it. Ultimately, once RLCS gets back, people get a little calmer. I think the reason why everyone is a little extra upset is because we don't have RLCS to like numb the pain right now. Also, I'm just excited for RLCS because I get to make content about analysis again. We got decent traction of that last time, so hopefully we can continue to do that. Elias, I can't possibly know what you're about to say. free play triple click is if you wait a bit, it works, but if you click X fast, arrow practice. That is interesting, Funky. I don't know. To me, that's one of the first things that I would notice if I was QA testing this game. Is like, once I get to the main menu, how quickly can I go into free play? Also, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of shocked Psyonix hasn't made a system in which you don't just go to free play the moment you exit a lobby. To be honest, they really should like have like a set number of pros or content creators like play test the game or something. It'd be like a sign of trust shown to the creators, like, hey, we want you to test drive this or something. And basically, your job is just to like give notes. Granted, I don't want to put any QA testers out of work, but I also don't genuinely know what QA testers are testing in Rocket League sometimes. I'll say this is probably the least buggy game update I've seen. Did we lose some facial hair? Yeah, I misplaced it. I don't know where my beard is. Could be anywhere. Gonna find it behind the fridge. My cat's threw it back there. A testing. Nah, but I mean, there's just funny stuff like in the updates where it's like they push shit out and there's just like something that's like definitively broken, like right off the bat. That's the stuff that always made me laugh because I'm like, is no one noticing that like off the bat? Or is it like one of those things where like they just cannot figure out what it is and they're just like, all right, well the due date's approaching to like push this one out to the actual like live update, so we'll fix it later. Hi Gas, what's up? I fricked up my boob. It's okay, Meister, you got that one. Oh, he doesn't got that one. Oh, he don't got that one. Okay, never mind. I thought he was about to get what's happening over there? Oh, bro. I wanted to flick up and over. It was a weird one at a time. Got that Kragas. Everybody has that again. Yes, he does. Interesting that I lost that like crazy. My bad. I didn't really think that was a danger at all. I am a little curious what happened to my third. Oh, wait. I think Meister rotated out and then rotated back into the corner on that one because I was like, he touched that ball like 9 minutes ago, so I think he should be out. That was confusing. You got 100'd? Yep. Well, I wasn't really concerned about the ball going over because I'm like, I know I'm going to get a piece of it and that's all that matters. Ah, gosh, dang it. Whenever my teammate goes all the way across the field and then stops going for it, confuses the heck out of me because I'm like, okay, I'm assuming you want that if you're chasing it across. Not in, fine. Up. I didn't see someone jump off the corner of my eye. And as soon as I flipped, then I see it. Kragas is the new Rocky Pass car. Honestly, am I even a content creator if I don't buy the car first day and say, this new car's insane, and hit like a single clip in it? And then upload a game of 2v2, or two 2v2 games clipped together? Bro's memeing Squishy. I'm memeing a lot of people. Crazy how every new car is so insane that it's used once and then never again. I'm gonna make those videos, but instead of like complimenting the car, I'm just going to give it a different like insult. This car made my parents get divorced. This car made me bald. This car caused the '08 recession. He's like, wait, what the fuck? How'd this car do that? It's brand new. I don't know. Watch the video to find out. Oh my god, guys, we are gaming right now. What the thought process was here, I'll never know. Who popularized the Fennec? Chaussette did. I'm sorry, guys, but you can't teach what I have. This car has fixed my relationship with my mother. Oh. My first ever title for the Own Goal series was I am the Mind Flayer. I still don't know if I got views because of the title, because it was topical with the Stranger Things, or if it was just people liked the name. Regas, buddy. It's got burned our crossbows to our water supply, delivered a plague onto our houses. I don't know if that title might be too long. Typically you want to keep your titles under, I think, 70 or about 70 characters on YouTube, according to some recommendations I've heard. That is, unless you're big enough of a creator, then you don't need to care about your titles, because people will watch it anyway. I'd say thumbnail is probably the biggest thing for me. You click on a video. There's like a subtle art between like drawing my attention and like being way too overstimulating that I feel like a lot of people don't hit well, but even big creators have thumbnails I don't think are good. And yet they still like get produced, and I'm like, eh, but I know the content is good. So I'm not necessarily saying that like bigger creators get to mail in their content more, but it's like, I don't know. I'll chat, all good things have to come to an end eventually, I guess. Just kidding, I win it right here. Wait, actually? Yeah. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I could have scored that, but I thought that guy would flick. That was super smart by him. Look, yeah, double commit on that, but I did not have any faith after that Kragas hit at the end. Whatever game chats during you lose, that's it, ban him. Honestly, that's all the evidence I need, personally. Is he a casual warrior? I just get bothered whenever it's like a... Gosh dang. I just get bothered when the touches are like completely free, you know? Like, those are my biggest frustrations. Like the ball's like coming right at you like this. Oh, whoops. Like this, and he's like, okay, I got it. You could hit that anywhere. I have a great idea. You should carry me to GC. Spencer is cool. That idea isn't cool. Yeah, burn. You've been destroyed. Sorry to tell you like this. If you need to carry, then shame on your house. Also, I can't imagine carrying feels fun. Yay, I'm GC, and then what, you're gonna lose it next time you play? Like, what? Oh! It's fake, Sarge. Damn it, Moxie, let me bump into you. Yeah, that's fine. Bonk. Nope. Nah, I missed, bro. I was like, he's probably gonna give it up to me. Tried to get the lightest touch ever, but I couldn't quite get under the bar. So I'll carry you to GC1? Oh, dang. Well, that's an offer. Yeah, I should do that. We're gonna ignore this ball. No, he's spang. Ooh. What the? What in tarnation type of play? Ah. Bruh. Trying to put these finishes high and I'm putting them too high. One time I will shoot this ball on target, I swear. I swear, me mum. Do it all the time in my games. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Honestly, it's not even like carrying like in that way. It's just like people genuinely playing with someone else just to get them to a rank, and then it's just like, cool. My favorite is like the plats who get carried in like, or used to get carried in like GC or SSL. Like, cool, that plat's gonna have an SSL tag for what? And they're gonna go play an SSL with an, or plat in an SSL tag. And then what's more embarrassing than that? Hey buddy, clearly you're not that good anymore. Or you took 2 years off. Get it? That's a reference. That's a callback, chat. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. This is the most 1600 gameplay I've ever seen. Yeah. As soon as I cut that, I'm like, does Moxie have enough speed to get to this? Yes, they do. Of course they do. They're fast. GC3 tournament tag. Ooh, Trent being smart to the sidewall. AO. Damn, these guys actually don't not care. They just gave me all that space. Bruh. I was about to say, I'm like, how many times can we hit the bar this game? I think I personally hit it 4 times. I never was. Pi says he takes a deep swig of his whiskey straight from the bottle. I never was. Pass, poor shot, same thing. Yep. Is he in my stream? That's Freelo. I swear to God! I have personally hit the bar maybe 6 times. Bro, these kits are so free. I have never missed this many shots by the bar alone. You're throwing for content. That's what they call it. saw Mox go to the middle. I'm like, I'm just gonna flick it high. It'll cause confusion, and it did. Is that we lose? Just kidding. Ooh, Trent. Okay, on that catch. How many shots I have this game? How many do you even register to a shot? I only had 3 shots. That shows how poor my shooting was. Some of those crossbars didn't even register. Just a tip, I'm gold 2. Try not to hit the bar when going for... Oh. Do not hit the bar. Okay, cool. It's in my notepad. I look at it between every single shot I go, and then look at the notes, absorb the information, and then take a shot. Bonk. Finally didn't choke. Still a choking hazard. Oh, it's powerful. What up? What up, BB? Oh! Some things never go change. No, bro, if you lobbed me, I would have been able to probably not do anything because I had no boost. Bro, unless you... what if you passed it directly to me and not anywhere left or right or up or down of that? Oh. Save this, just kidding. Oh, powerful! Desk! The in and out, bro. These guys are actually pulling out the defense of their lives right now. Girls sitting on their bed right now like, I'll stay over if you win this game. Playing like their fucking social life depends on it right now. This is why I always like to play with bitchless men in my games. I'm sorry. I mean, guys, if we've ever partied up, it's probably because I know the dudes with happy lives and relationships, they just don't play as well. Straight up. Hi, I'm sorry, but Pi and his wife and 4 children are just like, yo, what do you have to tell us? Honey, don't worry, I've never played with him. Or 4 children that he knows of. Fitz heard that, yep. He might get beat up. Oh, never mind, okay. Thought he was gonna cut that because he stopped on a dime for that. I just lost my flip on that. Whoa! Twister! The classic 1.6 second jump, yes. I probably didn't have to jump, but I was like, if I want to get that on target, or at least over the backboard in a decent way, I need to like go now. That's just in. Nice. I'm Spyro. Oh. My quarterly pop-in. Yes, the quarterly check-in. As I do with all my streams. Things are going well in the solo queue. We're gonna go potentially right now. That's another for the Octane. Yes. I keep forgetting Elias is the official PR manager for the Octane. Hi, HVR, what's up? We be new gaming in the new year. Well, not in a literal sense, but you know what I mean. In the new season. Your PMPs, your principal market potentiation. OKRs, one king rules. Does one king rule in your domain? This guy corporates. Holy crap, this guy corporates. No more concussion, let's go. Concussion, it's not a little scary. We did concussion testing back in the day, and one of our players actually scored like he had a concussion, even though he didn't, because he just did that poorly on the test. And it was like, are you actually concussed or are you just stupid? He's like, hard to say. We thought he was just trying to do it because the test administrator was like a 20-year-old med student, or 20-something med student from university, the local university, and he's like, if she's administering it, I definitely want to take it again. The coach was like, if you fail test, just see a hot girl again, I swear to God. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the concussion testing is pretty tough. Like, if anyone's ever taken the concussion testing, like, it's a lot of memory-based stuff. A lot of, like, spatial reasoning, and some of it is, like, really, like, oh boy. Like, it'll show you, like, a list of, like, 20 words, and then you have to do, like, a bunch of bullshit, and then it, like, 5 full minutes later, it's like, all right, what words did you get shown? Like, fuck. There's more recognition memory than anything else, but still. I can't spell. I feel like your name should be can't spell in pronunciation. I feel like that's kind of like the bit. I don't know if I should say it phonetically or based off of like the functional part of the name. Oh, boy's about to clip. Oh my God, he's off the ceiling. Oh my gosh. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm like actually halfway through that, I'm like, I'm gonna bail. If someone else goes, it's probably a goal. Kneeling is hard. Yes, it is. I can tell music is playing right now. Oh, I wanted the boop. Catch. Also, the funny thing about like failing concussion testing is that, yeah, the test questions are hard, but you have to do like extraordinarily bad to fail at it. So that's what made me laugh the most. So it's like, it just means this guy was unconcussed and then just unable to remember like jack shit. I am by bedtime, but I lurk. Thank you, Master, for popping in. Understandable. Working men have to go to bed early, so they're not grumpy. I think Stru actually went to bed mad early. She's been waking up at 4:30 a.m. to work out in the morning. She's a psycho. A motivated psycho. Yeah, she's been trying to like get back into a workout cycle. And I'm like, should I do it before or after work? And I'm like, personally, I think if you can bear waking up early to work out, you'd enjoy that better. Just because, at least for me, the mental exhaustion of working like all day, I never was able to motivate myself to go to the gym after work. It was always so much easier if I did it in the morning. Or before classes in college. I hated going at night unless it was with a group of people. I think after work is kind of peak about it. Like, I understand the appeal of that because you're already like awake, but I feel like with the morning, it's like, I can't do that. I feel like my brain is just so off. Like, I work like office jobs, so it's not like I'm physically exhausted, but like if anyone's ever worked, you know, a job in which you're in one place for 8 to 10 hours or something with very little like physical movement, I feel like your brain is just melted at the end of the day. And it showed your post from 2 years ago about your mod, Kevin. Any update? Is he doing better? From 2 years ago? You just digging through my announcements or something? I mean, he's doing better now, I believe. It's the same Kevin. Oh, yeah, he's doing a little bit better. He's actually taking a break off of Twitch because he wants to spend more time with his fam. He's a good dude. Hopefully he'll come back one day. His son would even come in from time to time. Not sure why, but that's good to hear. Yeah. I think his wife is doing like a little bit better. A little off and on depending on the day. They're in a real tough situation, to be honest. Go for him. The stream has no more Alaskan representation. Well, for me, it's like I don't want to wake up early because especially like with my job, I was just for a while. I was like streaming was like my outlet late at night. So it was either like, okay, don't stream and work out or do whatever. And I'm like, honestly, I'm eating, I'm fine. I'm walking still. And my weight didn't really fluctuate too much when I moved to Tucson. So I felt like it was fine. I felt like I wasn't like really packing it on. I felt like I was still in good shape. Ah, here we go, right back to Chris Shea and leaks. Oh, I got Panda, rated Axe though. It's funny how the games are giving us like regular ass opponents and then all of a sudden they'll just give us like 2K MMR bubble players in a full party. And then we'll lose this game or whatever and then we'll just go right back to like regular ass games. Rank's so quirky. Oh, okay, buddy. Nerds, nerds, nerds. Someone's favorite candy. Honestly, Nerds Rope is pretty lit. I've never really enjoyed Nerds themselves, though, I feel like. It's like chalky. Of course. Nice. Smarties, put those in B tier. I'd put nerds above Smarties. Smarties are like even less flavorful. And yet, weird enough, very one-dimensional candies are fine because I like Necco wafers. I don't know if how many people even know what Necco wafers are anymore. But I kind of like them. I don't know what to call Smarties. I don't say sour. You know what I mean? They have a very weird, like, kind of sweet, kind of not taste to them. 13 hours straight, I swear to God. Yeah, Pat, some people are just gaming. But also, if I remember correctly, he's like a high schooler, so. I think him and his brother are both high schoolers. My deodorant smells like Smarties. Too sugary? No, I mean, it's, I don't know. If you guys have had Smarties consistently, I think you might know what I'm talking about. Have you guys seen like the new age Smarties with like the hard shell? Those shit actually slap though, I'm not gonna lie. What the fudge was that, bro? Then again, I kind of understand when people do this in the first season, just to get a bunch of high-level players together, queue ranked, win like 95% of your games, and then you're automatically like top 100, and then all your games from then on are actually like halfway decent. Usually better than what I'm doing, where I'm like actually playing out these games by myself. And you get a bunch of jank at the beginning of the season instead of just being above it. Especially for players like this who are like very high level. Gaming. I'm gonna lob it over that first guy. Crisp, well done. Wow. Shay, how are you ready for that freaking deflection? It's weird as hell. Some braided axe was half rotating or something. Red Axe definitely jumped out. Yep. He definitely jumped with me. And a peek. Close one. I kind of panda leave that boost. I bonked him. What am I doing? Expecting Shay to like not have a good touch on that? Okay, buddy. I literally just played as it to the sidewall. Like, he's gonna have a double, but I don't know if it's gonna be upline or not. Okay, this is gonna be awkward, considering I don't think there's a single pad out here. Okay. Nice save, Panda. Ow! Bro, I just didn't land in time. If I had like maybe 15 more boosts, I could have probably landed. So I'm not talking, these games just require so much more focus than all the other ones. Almost perfect passing play. I had more boosts, it's sad. I don't like that last touch, man. I'm not gonna lie. But I don't think he knew where I was, so I think he wanted to keep it close to the wall. Oh, that's fine. It's fine. Fake. F cut. Okay, just wanted to force out that flick. That works. I'm gonna cut on this because leaks we'll never see coming. Just kidding. You got a perfect catch on that corner. Gav, thank you for the raid. How was your new season going? Or are you gaming on something else? I'm already deep into the minds of sweaty, high GC gameplay. AKA playing basically full SSLs. Top 100 players. On fort clear. He just didn't have the clear to the distance. I don't come here for quality gameplay. Yeah, it's true. Another L for the Octane. That's what I'm saying, bro. That was at least a bit more fair. The team I had before was like people I didn't recognize, whereas both my teammates there are very good. Terrible. Toxic losers say, yeah. Very common in the beginning. Don't think you understand what this man went through today? Oh my. I'm having a calf master brought me here? Oh, I've never heard of him. Egoed at 1700 MMR. No, there are a lot of people that get a big head about themselves. My personal favorite is the people I've never even heard of. Like, I've never seen them in GC3 or GC2 or SSL, and they're telling me how to like play the game, and I'm like, brother, what? And then I look and they have like a red GC tag or something. Those are the worst, where it's like, homie, I can't even explain to you how much more game knowledge I have. Stop playing after 1 goal, 3.5 minutes left. Yeah, okay, buddy. God damn, go away, Chris. My MMR's not even that high. These guys have definitely not lost a game all night. I don't know why I'm getting paired with them every other game. Dude got dunked 3 times on the game, but just kept saying how shit his teammates were. Yeah, I feel that. There's a lot of players. That's my personal favorite. I've told you guys about my only Sean TV interaction. Playing six mans a while back. Sean messes up a clear. Our teammate goes, "Oh shit!" and then he tries to like save the play, and he can't get the save off in time. And Sean just goes, "Wow, teammate's so dog shit. Fuck these guys." And then they blocked them, and then the entire gen chat was like, "Sean, shut up." Even the people on the other side of the other team were just like, "Bro, shut up. You definitely were the part of that." Like, yeah, maybe they didn't get the clear, but you missed the clear. Like, it was your fault. But I would never that was just locked into my head in the back. And I don't mean to hop on the Sean TV hate train 4 years later, or too late, but like, that shit made me laugh so fucking hard when the gen chat immediately were just like, "Shut up." Because I'm like, that's like exactly the encapsulation of like the mentality that I despise. Is players making a mistake and being like, "Teammates, why didn't you fix that for me?" It's like, because you're the one who put us in that position. It's not our fault. Oh, getting the lightest ass touch there. It's not even like rent-free, it's just hilarious to think that people are like that full of themselves and that like fuck teammates type mentality that they will make a mistake and be like, that is somehow not my fault. Like, that is a dangerous way to think. That literally, like, yeah, you're like, oh, I am never the bad guy. And then it's like so many layers deep of like lack of reflection that it's just like, well, yeah, I made a mistake, but if they were actually good at the game, then maybe 14 seconds earlier they wouldn't have made a touch that led me to that position. I'm like, crisp. He is main character. I kind of miss six mans though. I've gotten a lot of mixed signals from chat. Some of you guys are like, "Yo, you should do a six-man stream," and other people are like, "Please don't do a six-man stream." I'm like, all right. Some people just don't like because I don't talk to chat as much, which is fair. Or I find a way to like mute chat and then still talk to you guys, but like not in my teammates because it's a little weird. I'm like talking to chat while like the game is going on or something. I remember I accidentally fucked up my mute during Twitch Rivals. I got a massive raid and I said, "Oh, thanks," and they're like, "Comms," because I couldn't hear each other in like the middle of like our quarterfinal game or whatever. Whoa, read. That's unfortunate. You guys have no boost. I tried to play that low. I love the Lavatha. Oh, you didn't even touch it. You didn't score though. God, these games are so sweaty for first day. Wow, that was a pass? So I was ready for that. Just gonna pop that. I don't want six mans because of that. I just miss the competitive side of Rocket League. Really miss like being in a game where you're like hard calming. I do actually like playing in tournaments though. I feel like those streams go hard mostly because it's a little bit more laid back, but six mans is a little sweaty. If I had more money, I would definitely want to do what Reddle suggested, where he's like, we should definitely just do like a money sixes type league. Honestly, if we could do wager, if Psyonix allowed wager matches, I feel like that would be really fun to watch. Every pro puts in $50 or something like that. faster than your normal matches. I mean, these are like top 100 type players. That's such a hard redirect, though. Just in case he had anything close to a miss. It's midnight, Kate. Stop time. Night BBs. Night's a doctor. I just realized I'm not recording. I need to stop doing that. For some reason, lately, since I've started YouTube streaming, I keep forgetting to start the recording for YouTube. That literally is, or start the recording for my gameplay. Nice. Woo! Low-key, that's like their first loss all night, I swear. Yo, you know what's crazy? I was going through my hard drive, and I had a bunch of VODs saved, and I've had to clear out my VODs every once in a while because I'm running out of space on my hard drive, and I'm like, I don't even know what the heck. On my spare HDD. And so I'm looking through all this stuff, and eventually I realized that like near the end of grad school, I wasn't being super diligent about what I normally do after a stream. After a stream, I normally like go to use the restroom, get some food, kind of relax with the kitties, make sure they're fed, and blah, blah, blah. And then I go into my VOD, go to my Twitch highlighter, find the highlighted segments, clip it out, and then start the edit on them for the short or something. Or at the very least, cut the footage so I have like, when I want to edit a short, I can just take that shit immediately, throw it in, and then go. But I realized that Twitch does not perma keep your VODs. Eventually they go away. So the stuff from October and before, like October 8th, I think is the most recent one, are like gone. Like those VODs just disappear. Because in order to keep them permanently, you have to highlighter the entire VOD or whatever, which is just weird. So I don't do that. And so I lost all that VOD, and I'm like, honestly, I'm probably not gonna watch back these 5-hour VODs or something of my gameplay to find maybe the 1 or 2 moments that were like clippable. So I just like decided to delete everything before October, and I deleted it, and it's freed up 780 gigs of footage on my HDD. I was like, I did not realize I had that much gameplay saved up. God damn it, I'm not trying to do rookie aerial training. It's too hard anyway. So yeah, that stuff made me laugh so hard. I was like, bro, I actually have been like begging myself, like, oh, I need more storage space. And then I deleted all that junk that was just sitting there. And it's like, here's half of your HDD back. I was like, oh, well then. Yeah, so now I'm chilling. We're just vibing with all the storage in the world that we could possibly need. Because each VOD, like, I would say per hour is probably like around like 7.5 gigs, I would say, of footage. So yeah, it was like every night, if you're streaming for like 3 or 4 hours, was like 20 to 30 gigs of storage. So it was definitely quite a lot built up over time. So yeah, it taught me a lesson of like, that's why I have to be diligent about whenever my clips are coming in. I gotta edit them quick. So you guys are actually gonna probably see some stuff that you might recognize from stream months ago coming out in the shorts, because I'm trying to do that before the VODs expire, because I'm like, I don't want to lose any more footage. Especially because probably I was looking through one of the ones that just expired. I'm like, some of these clips are like really cool. Like, I don't want to lose this shit. You already need to hydrate since the lady in here to remind you. 80. Oh, what? If this is Crispy again, or Crisp and them again, I swear there's just no one on at this rank. There you go, cool. Yeah, you guys are scary. You're drinking. You guys aren't hydro homies. I'm a hydro hostage. didn't realize it would bounce out that hard. Would have just gone straight in line or double that. Ooh, John the Asian, you have no friends. Wow. Crazy. Oh no. So we've traded in Panda for a road to bronze, and not gonna lie, I'm not pleased. You run a UPS facility, man's making bank. Especially after that UPS, well, the driver union at least. Glad to see they're finally getting a pay increase though. Arizona, you gotta. I feel like desert dehydration hits different though. You feel like you're doing fine, and then suddenly you just like feel lightheaded and you pass out. What says nice one? I just landed, homie. What do you want? Can't tell if he's like talking to himself or not. I was jumping for a certain read, and then the guys on the other team never went for it, so I was like, oh, I can't 50 it because no one went there. And I'm just bonking into the wall. Yeah, I feel sorry for this sad sons of bitches that are in Arizona without air conditioning in their car. Also, I laugh at the places in Tucson, for example, that would be like, you'd be searching on apartments.com and you'd be like, hi, how many apartments are there available? And there'd be like 1,000 places in Tucson are available for rent. You're like, cool. How many with air conditioning? It's like 900 places are available. I'm like, you're telling me 1/10 of these places don't have a fucking C? I'm like, what is this, the 1800s? Like, you can't survive in a place that averages like 90 degrees most of the year without air conditioning. What am I supposed to do? Oh, open a window, get a fan. Okay, cool. That saves me maybe 3 degrees. Nice dodge, wow. I hate how John misses the first read, but by stopping his momentum, he actually saves the follow-up. Sag. Ooh, road to bronze. That's yet another miss. When your ironic name is actually an insult. This is crazy to me that we're actually losing this. Come on, buddy. Got it. Unfortunate. He says, what a save, as if he didn't have a 2v1 and then tried to air dribble it, making my job 10 times harder. And then he misses the air dribble. He doesn't put it on target. Brother. Make sure that electric is covered as part of the rent and buy an AC. Bro, electric being covered, I've never experienced that in my entire life of apartment hunting. If that was promised, it was usually because the apartment like absolutely needed to guarantee that you rented there. I mean, he's not talking to me. He's talking to Braided for going as third, but like we're down by 2 with like a minute to go. We gotta go immediately. I got used to the heat in Florida after living in Michigan. It's probably not that bad. Well, the thing is, if you don't have AC, I personally was a fan of like the swamp cooler things or whatever they're called, where like you just like hook up like a vent to your window, then it brings in the hot air, and then it kind of like pushes it out through like just like a chunkier machine. I thought those were actually like not too bad compared to like the windowed ones. I didn't like the windowed ones though at times because I always noticed bees always used to crawl through them in my home. We had to like spray it down every once in a while because sometimes bees would crawl through the vents. and somehow not get like frozen in the middle, but. Some humid. I mean, it wasn't that bad. You can kind of adjust it. Once you went to why they didn't have AC, we were allowed to get the portal ones. My brother's 90 and humid. Fuck you. I'm getting AC. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're like, you're not allowed to do it. It costs too much money. And it's like, okay, that's cool, but like, I'm dying. That's why I always find it funny, because when it's cold, you can put on more layers or get under the comforter. When you are hot, you can't do anything about it. Like, opening a window doesn't help. Fanning yourself barely helps. Really, the only thing that can relieve your pain is getting an AC. I was waiting for that guy to... That's another banger for the montage, chat. What was this? I looked away. Those are the best ones. I looked away, and he knocked it into his teammate. That's one of the better own goals we've hit. That's one of the best ones of the month. Low-key, it's got to go in the monthly newsletter to all my subscribers. Oh, buddy. As someone who's a fan of heat and not of cold, more layers does not really work all that well. It's like telling someone that a fan is just as fine for dealing with the heat. Kayla, that's actually fucking psychotic, bro. At the end of the day, put on more layers. Yeah, that's exactly how you deal with the cold. Like, yeah, if you're outside in the cold, maybe not. But if you're indoors, yeah, put on a sweater. Put on some, like, get under a blanket. Like, that actively helps with being freezing. Where you're like, oh my god, I'm, like, actually shivering in my home. You put on layers, you're like, cool. But, like, being in the heat, you can only take off so many layers and open so many windows and turn on so many fans until you're just dead. 90 being too hot. It doesn't start being till 105. Are you from, like, a warm place? Because I feel like that's different. Because your blood thins the more you're in hot climates. So if you're from like Cali or Arizona or whatever, then yeah, you're gonna deal with cold way differently. I mean, all the Cali people say it gets cold at like 70 degrees. Whereas I'm sure being in like 0 degrees temperature is probably disgusting. Whereas that was like most days in the winter back home. Florida? Ah, okay. I mean, I've lived in that too, and I still feel like I prefer living in colder places just because you can. Like, obviously, ideally is like living warm, but like hot is like terrible unless you have AC. For me, it's like living in cold areas is just like, okay, I'll just wear like sweatpants and get like a blanket or something. It's fine. Can you stream Lethal Company at some point? Potentially. I would say when I lived in Tucson, I could handle the 90s fine. I think my ideal temperature in dry heat is like 80s. When it's humid, I want it to be 70 degrees or less. Yeah, because for me, I never post in Discord if you do, and I'll hop in. Okay. See the spiral. Actually, how close are we to top 100 right now? I can't believe, I don't think top 100 is probably much higher than like 1750 right now. Yeah, see, I told you, Leaks is the #1 player in all of Ranked right now. We keep playing him. 1697. Oh, wait, chat. Let's go, guys. We're 32nd in the world right now. Holy crap, bro. God, we're so good at this game, dude. Oh my God. The entire world, chat. I have to screenshot for my fans. My problem comes when there's nothing that can cover your fingers in cold weather and still let you do most things. Try gaming in gloves. I get hand warmers. For me, that was never an issue because my PC output enough heat to that was basically like a space heater. Sea level at the top of Mount Kea at 13 kV at about 2 hours. Oh, wow. I didn't realize Mount Kea was that tall. That's like half the height of Mount Everest. Oh, I got Meister and Kriegus again. Tallest mountain in the world from base. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. Mount Everest is like covered with a bunch of other mountains, so you can never like truly know its base space. Ooh, I read the cut, but not quite like that. Hey, Glendo! How was your first day of new season? Or were you playing Slay the Spire? Welcome in, everybody. I'm positive somehow, Pog. I am 32nd in the world right now, so I'd like to thank all my fans for boosting my ego. They did nothing else. Low-key kind of fricked my fans, not gonna lie. Yeah, first day of the season's always fun because you win like 10 games and it's like, congrats, you are now the 32nd highest ranked player in the entire planet. It's like, excellent. I knew I had that potential. And then it's just a challenge of actually keeping it when all the EU kids wake up tomorrow. My challenge is to stay top 100 the one whole season in threes. I'm gonna say we're about 4 seasons away from that. From my level of peakage. Honestly, frick me, I deserve it. I mean, there's also the classic punchlines, the doctor. It's like mods crying, it's like, please, please, someone fuck me. Aww. Basic aerial training, bro, that is so crazy to me. How that got through QA testing. It's beyond me. Ah! I got part of it, but not all. Yeah, going right to rookie is definitely something I can't believe like made it through QA. That to me is like the most muscle memory based thing in this game. Right up there with fast airling is just like going directly into free play once you get to the main menu. Oh boy. I missed all of EU Salt Mine. Did anything cool happen? I did see the clip of Stizzy that Daz posted. That was pretty hilarious. If no one else saw it, was a Stizzy playing in a Salt Mine game where she's down by 2 with under a minute to go, and he gets 3 bars off the crossbar within like 2 seconds, and then he just leaves the game. He's like, yeah, I'm done. I cried out of that clip. Yes, I cry every team. Might be a goal. Oh, just Skinny's got it. Good spawn. Hog. I was just trying to improvise there. After that touch, I thought I was going to get demoed, and then I didn't. And I'm like, oh, I'm already past it. Anyway. Rep Chaos. No one misses Chaos. It's fine. I'm still just waiting for Knockout to be in a custom. And I wish if it does get added to custom, I'll have money in the bank. I wanted to run like a tournament for it for a while. Rip drop shot. Yeah, I think I saw Mozzie post about that. She was like, drop shot's on the game I don't even want to play because she plays a lot of it. Speaking of muscle memory, the UI update bogged my brain so bad when I first saw it. Yes. Unless it wasn't even over. Yeah. I do find it weird that the playlists are so splintered that they feel like in order to boost it, they just need to take away one of them. I'm like, I don't know if it really works like that. I think people who play extras more than regular game modes in general, but I don't know if people who play drop shot a lot fundamentally also play Snow Day. Like, I don't know if you're I don't know if you're increasing the playlist numbers in other playlists if you're dropping drop shot. Snow Day, who's that? Yeah, Snow Day. Who? Bro, screw living in New York State. They're related to be literal people dying at a certain rate for people to consider canceling for snow. Legitimately insane how few snow days I had growing up. Oh my god, powerful. With the 5 gifties? How you doing, BB? How's your season been? He's so powerful. Yeah, he is. Awful. I can't win. What? We won together. Are you telling me you're not a top 100 gamer like me? Then again, it is kind of janky at times, because like, I know the one thing that was ticking me off is I got to a certain point in ranked where I was winning enough where I was pretty much just playing Crisp, Leaks, and Sean every single game, and I'm like, bro, can we not? Can we not have to play that literally every single game? Like, Leaks is already #1 in the world. Apparently he's been queuing for like 12 hours, according to Patrick. He was in here earlier. He's like, I was playing him earlier today, I was playing him this afternoon. He's still playing now. Keep queuing into full parties. Yep. Beginning of the season and end of the season is always just that. Just full parties of people trying to get the rank up. Some men, like me though, actually still do the honorable thing in solo queue. Hog Nutty gifted. Congrats, Ace. Enjoy. For example, another full party. Road to bronze might be a loss, though. This guy's been really weird and quick chatty today. Cross is pretty pog, though. I know him. Ugh, God, that freaking bump halfway through, dude. So annoying. What the hell was that, Talk? I'm just gonna go, bro. These guys are playing so weird. Hi, Katie. What a save. Bro, actually saved that? Sorry, I was trying to pinch you. It's fair. AJ Hernandez. Not much, we're just playing beginning of the season. Currently we're top 100 chilling. Doesn't mean much because first game of the season, still. You're G2? Wait, you're the esports organization G2? Dope. Pumped to meet you. I didn't realize G2 was just a singular person. Now I know. Oh. There you go, cool. He's talking about the drink, the G2? That's not a drink. I've never heard of a G2, the drink. Oh wait, Gatorade, isn't G2 like the Gatorade watered down version? What if we took Gatorade and water and took half of it out and replaced it with just straight up water? Would you guys like that? Would that be good for you? Across. My mom used to drink G2 when I was a kid. But she used to have Gatorade at my soccer games, but she always thought it was too corn syrupy. Which, to be honest, fair. Like, look, Mom, that corn syrup is won Florida Gators college football champions and Michael Jordan, several MVPs. Come on now. That's the corn syrup of champions, you know? Originally, we called it Gatorade. That's a commercial I used to play all the time. Like a documentary of Gatorade. Set on that. Just kidding. That was a terrible one. What's that way too flat? Thought Serum was gonna take that or alter it around on the triple. Guess he did not. G2 is half sugar, I believe. I would maybe. Oh, that was. I don't know why Talk had like such a weird takeoff on that. I didn't actually believe that he had the read. That's gonna be a weird bounce. He doesn't have a. Oh, my bad. I don't know what it is, but Talk is playing really janky. Like some of these takeoffs he has just don't look natural, and then he actually gets the read. I think it's because he was trying to like deflect it, so he wanted a light touch and not like a fast aerial. But that looked really weird. I don't know why. Pass middle. Oh, there's no one there. I thought he'd be grabbing that corner and coming up. Okay, buddy. I don't know, people, Gatorade has like a whole marketing department that's like full of like technically scientific, no, Cross, no! Bruh. Anyway, but they have a whole thing of like empirically trained people, but basically what I assume it actually is it's like in laboratory testing, people who took Gatorade perform better than their peers, but in reality, they're probably just rerunning that exam over and over and over again until like, oh, it looks like the people who did this average more. Also, whenever I hear that, I'm like, oh yeah, what's the p-value on that? What's the actual like statistical results that you're getting? Powerful, they give you another gifted sub. Thank you so much. Free shoe. That was a game winner, and I over-committed on it, or didn't lean into it in the right angle. Ow. Good ceiling? Actually, even better. Okay, cool. I was like, I saw that fake the last second. I'm like, if I can just get anything on, it's probably fine. I'm gonna take the risk. Take a risk. Well, that's what happens. Ah! Not like this. These losses are brutal. They hurt my soul. How am I gonna get to #1 in the world at this rate? I just got a DM that just says, hi there, the Danger Taco, from MTH5DP5GNPBLZXQBS. Jesus. How the hell do you remember that when you log in? Also, that's like the classic like Twitch thing where like, I don't know if people stream, but my favorite are the Twitch handles that you can't remember immediately. You're like, ah, yes, my favorite streamer. MTH. Okay, hold on. And then you like recite like a mnemonic device to remember. I'm like, bro, if your handle can't just be told to someone real quick, I feel like it's a terrible handle. It's the biggest feedback I have for streamers. Not even intentional feedback like they're asking. Like, I'm just like, low-key, if I can give you an advice, make your freaking handle not impossible to figure out. If I can't verbally tell you what it is, then I feel like you're overcomplicating it. Change your sub goal. Also, we should clickbait our title a little bit. Top 100 gamer. I feel like that's the way to do it. Just put Type 100 in your title. And when people come in and they're like, whoa, what the heck, that's crazy. And then they realize that I'm not lying, but I'm giving them only a partial version of what's going on here. Just make sure your SSN and credit card is valid. It's true. I like it when people do that checkup. That's what a girlfriend is for. So I'm gonna do a test transaction to make sure your bank account is hooked up. First for $500, and then I'm gonna give it back. Don't worry, I will. A nice little flick there. Nice Prisma. Low 5, all right. Hey, may I get to know you? Ah, yes. My favorite is the, I've been getting them through my text, like actual phone getting text, where they're just like, oh, hello, Tom. And then it's like a selfie of like some beautiful Instagram woman. And then you're supposed to be like, oh, I think you have the wrong number. I'm not Tom. They're like, haha, silly me. Well, I guess we can get to know each other. I'm like, what kind of sad, pathetic men are falling for that? I'm sorry, but if I'm ever so lonely that a random wrong number turns into me thinking someone's flirting with me, then that's just time to pack it up, straight up. AT&T tried to pull some shady shit? What? AT&T wanted to charge my card, but... Well, I got approximately 0% of that. My bad. I should have just floated in front of that one. Sold your grandma? What? You sold your grandma? It's awful. So, to Korea? Done. No, Korea has enough old people. They don't need any more grandmas. They need children. Y'all seen that? Seen that East Asian population charts? Jesus Christ, bro. They're gonna have a massive issue in the future. I'm not on team children in terms of me personally having them, but I definitely recommend that eventually people should have kids. And in Asia, there's a huge birth decline, which some people are like, well, what's the problem with that? Well, the issue is that there's like a bunch of kids that have multiple parents to take care of, and they're not going to be able to. Oh, did anyone else see that guy make fun of the Twitter post that went viral? It was like a TikTok these two Dink people made. Dink being dual income, no kids, where you just don't have kids and you both work a job, and so therefore you just have a bunch of money. And basically, like, the joke is like, as people who do Dink lifestyle, then we can, you know, have more money and we can blah, blah, blah. And it was kind of like poking fun of themselves, like, oh, we have pretentious hobbies and whatever. Oh, we can go on vacation whenever we want, blah, blah, blah. We just spend all our extra money on, like, extra whip frappuccinos or whatever, like dumb stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like, this guy commented, he goes, congrats, you guys are genetic dead ends. And I'm like, what a weird concern, you know? Like, really, at what point do you see people being like, hey, we're not gonna have kids, and you're like, wow, you've killed your genetic line, unbearable. Just like, why is that a big deal to you? Like, to a stranger, why does it matter that you are a genetic dead end? It's not like, oh no, the Clemenson line will never have an heir. Oh, like, bro, what? Oh, you know what I thought was kind of hilarious? Apparently my grandma let slip that she thinks she's going to give more in her will to my cousins because they, quote, visit her more often. And I'm not gonna lie, that's fucking hilarious because they live in the same city as her. Grandma, I know critical thinking wasn't super important back then for you, but, you know, what? I can't believe my grandkids don't come and visit me in person. Since for one of them, it's a 9-hour drive and the other one is about a 2-minute drive. Yeah, no shit, we're not visiting you as often. We got jobs and shit. Can't take a fucking vacation every 3 weeks. Sag. I see it more as if you have kids to raise, you won't be old and alone, you're older, or just be an introvert and not have to worry about being alone. I prefer being alone. I expect old age homes to become a lot more hip and cool as we get older. So I think ultimately, like, a lot of people think about living in a care facility and it's like, ugh, I don't really like the idea of that. But at least for me, I don't really mind it as long as it's not like forced activities or whatever. That's always the thing that always bothered me is they're like, oh, today everyone, we're going to the lawn, we're doing this, oh, we're doing that, we're doing blah, blah, blah. And some people like that because it gives them structure to their day. For me, I'm just like, leave me alone, let me do my thing. Let me inspect my butterfly collection or whatever fucking old guy hobby I have growing up. Also, it's gonna be so funny to think about. People are gonna go into old folks' homes and there's gonna be like Taylor Swift and like rap and whatnot playing on the speakers. People are gonna be like, oh my god, you're listening to like such old people music, grandma, grandpa. Now kids, this is DMX. You show respect to Kendrick Lamar. Wait, you're telling me President Taylor Swift used to make music? Yes, dearie, it's crazy. Hard to believe that so long ago. She was just dating the first gentleman, Travis Kelce. QZK my goat? Yes, he is my goat as well. Used to be a regular in stream. Is that the Frosty? Can't tell. Guys, we're in the presence of greatness right now, alright? Oh my god! Okay, well, really tried to like read that off the ceiling and it did not quite work. Probably my best last game. Yeah, some games just not super winnable. Beginning of the season's all over the place too. A lot of janky games that should never be losses, but they just are. Yeah, Frosty wants to play fast, so I think I'm trying to play at his speed, like with the first touch going, then we dive, and then he's just like there, so trust him to cut on a lot of stuff. Nice. What comment I push farther this season? I believe in you. That's not the pro player Frosty. Cut his ass. What? He must eat off the backboard. How is it not him? Oh my god, he asked me for a sign. It's definitely him. All pro players worship me. Now we'll be able to determine by looking at his friends. I don't think that's the PFP he normally uses though. That's the thing that throws me off. He has come into my chat a couple times though. He doesn't stay for long, but it's nice to see that he pops in. I'm excited to see how he does as like a young player with like the veteran player in RLCS, Rene. Damn fake Frosty, crazy. You feeling okay, buddy? He cuts so hard on that, you did not. Why is he also trying to cut around it? That's definitely one of those things where it's like, I'll take it to the far corner so I don't clear it back into pressure. But then like you overturn and you're like, oh, wait, hold on. I have borked. Oh. Stewie's incredibly hard to know what he's trying to do at any given moment. For example. I knew it was a pass, I just didn't know how high. Oh, he went for that immediately. Wait, okay, go, Stu. Stu, are you okay, buddy? What's happening right now? Pop it. I need to stop going for those bumps. I'm just getting actual air dribble in. Nah, dead. He's sign him. He's on energy. 100%. Only a pro can make a cut like this. Look at him work. Holy crap, bro. Now, Stevie's just trying to keep my blood pressure up. He knows if it drops too low, it'd be dangerous. I wasn't honestly paying attention to him, Loki. Bonk? Oh my god, I didn't get the bonk, bro. Oh, I just bonk. I didn't bonk, bro. I didn't bonk. Oh, I didn't bonk. Okay, I bonked. Who do you think you are going for psychos in this day and age? There's simply no way. There's simply no way. These games are so weird, bro. On those, you don't play the full clear, personally. I think you slow down, watch the bounce, and then react. I feel like if you're hard trying to read that, like, the defense isn't reading it that fast, so why should you? Like, take your time, make sure you have the read and go. Oh, that's not Frosty, my goat. Oh. Oh, that would've been cool if you lobbed it, but okay. Would've been cooler if you did. By the way, we definitely win this. I've literally never lost games against a person named Perscope. He doesn't know that there's an I in Periscope. Good read. Frosty saves those every day. Oh my god, that was open. I could have shot it. God damn. I didn't realize they bailed. Or not, Q wins that. Oh my god. Interesting, Stu. I like that. I'm a huge fan of passing it into the corner. How you bot. Jesus. I don't understand the logic behind that. Like, I understand you're in the way of it, but why would you knock it back in? Why would you not, like, try to kill the ball as much as possible? It's also just confusing because I'm already rotating back directly at the ball, so it's like, I have the read. You don't need to touch it. First ever loss against a good dude who doesn't know how to spell Periscope. Crazy. Unforgivable. Also, did you guys see the fuck, what was it? There's a Kick streamer or a streamer who just got signed, or they just signed a deal to stream exclusively on Kick or something, or they decided to or whatever. And so they made a graphic for it. And it's like him sitting in the middle of a street or something, in like the middle of like a almost like a Japanese or like Korean town like mart. And on one of the signs, they wanted to put the Kick logo 3 times. But the problem is the Kick logo is just the letter K. So it just says KKK behind him. It's such a bad decision. It's so funny. Every time I see that, I'm like, what was the graphic designer thinking? Just throwing the Kick logo there, I'm like, that'll be fine. And then he just moved on with his day. Let me go find it real quick, just so you guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is the graphic that they posted. Just why I didn't know. It's also so apparent because it's like the brightest thing in the screen outside the person in the very middle. Goofy. Down quadruple resets those. Grand Champ goal explosion? Uh-oh. Anytime someone uses a goal explosion that isn't SSL, I get worried. Interesting. Wow, I was waiting for that challenge for 9 minutes. Staring at me like, you done yet? Awesome. Okay. Oh, quali. Don't deserve happiness. Stumble boost. The guy's a 2100 peaks him out. I mean, it's not even stuff like that that bothers me. Everyone has off games. It's just games like that are so brutal because they're just like mistakes that like, they're not like mechanical, you know? Like it's not like someone's just whiffing. It's just like they just straight up make a bad decision. And it's just like, when you do that repeatedly, it's like at a certain point, you're complicating things unnecessarily. I understand there's also solo queue, like you don't know where your teammates are, but on that one, even after the spawn, it's like, you know, like I hit that back, I'm chasing the ball, I'm currently on the ball. And then you spawn in, you're like, I got it, and then cut me. And I'm like, bro, like I had it. Get in the way, get in the way. That was a little risky, but I also thought he'd lob that. You drill a pass like that in the middle, you better have a teammate like right in your line of sight. Hey, Lavatha. How you doing? Okay, we can... Ow. Keep you jump me. I'm gonna hit that a little bit more to the right side. Oh, he donked me. Okay, that works. Lavatha Joseph? Adding unnecessary accents like everyone loves. Oh, yeah. Oh, never mind, he gave me the boost. Should be fine. Great read by Perscope, not gonna lie. Off ceiling. Don, you never want to play me off the. Oh! It almost dimed me in the midair. Right, we're gonna cut that, slow it down. Missed that cut, no problem. Okay, we gave that one up. Spawn? Spawn, 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 spawn. Sad. Well, that would have been a dime of a pass if I actually had any boost, but import. Oh, quality, good beat. All right, Don, you just... That's I'm like, all I gotta do is just not get demoed, and that is so unfortunate. These guys, they're not even a party. They're just actually playing together. That was a good cut by Quali. I feel like it was very readable by me, but I also didn't know quite the height that he was able to get. Okay. It's gonna be 3 straight losses in 3s, low key. Kind of getting farmed down the stretch by these randos. Wait, no, not 3 straight, but 3 out of like 4 or 5 games, I think. Fortunately, I was trying to put that in the corner. That's important. I didn't want that touch because I didn't really want it to get out like that. Oh, that's terrible read. My bad. Rush that a little bit. I'm now. I'm also now. Because we live in the present. No, Don! Why are you rotating back? At a certain point, we just don't want to win, straight up. Not gonna lie. Oh, gosh. Those games pain the soul. Yeah, we're getting a little farmed in 3s lately. Not even necessarily due to our own issues here. Just really unfortunate reads or worse, just rotations that aren't really doing much. Or cue some cubes and 3s. Maybe some 2s. See how it goes. I blame Shaq. Honestly, I'm down to blame Shaq. The more he chats, the more I lose, I've noticed. All right, we have Stewie on the other team this time in 2s. Oh. Sick bump. Fun fact, this is 2s, that does nothing. I don't understand the priorities of this 2s game. Bro's landing right next to the ball, and my teammate's he's like, I'm going to demo the other guy. And I'm like, brother, what? And then the goalie, for some reason, didn't expect a shot. He was like rotating up. Rotated all the way to goal and then rotate up. And then the single shot comes in right down the middle and it's a goal. Sure. These are weird games, bro. Weird times, weird games. That's fine. Someone's gonna have to get a scientist on the phone. I don't understand how that all isn't me clearing. God damn, Stewie, you are getting the weirdest last second touches there. Yeah, that's a giveaway. Stewie's MTU, it is. Yeah, I'm just gonna knock it around the first one. Nice. He's playing like I do when I get tired. Feels like very like whatever challenges. He scores that. Oh, that happens when I take my one time to actually critique him. Gets the wonder shot on the bounce because for some reason he's just chasing it. Granted, he's playing kind of brain dead too, so we should just keep playing off of that then. Yeah, I'd like it if brain dead 2s keep almost scoring on us. Okay. Is that person pre-jumping on their goal line? My double? Interesting. Gosh dang, can we stop missing the doubles? It's fine. It was kind of jumpy, I see. I also didn't like that angle for a flick. That was like perfectly in line with me, so I'm like, worst case scenario, I'm just gonna... Rigged. I disagree with that. Like I dodged underneath that. He must have gotten a pixel of my side view. My side view mirror. Oh, my bad. What? Oh my god, I went through my camera instead. I was about to say, I'm like, I thought I had a full fucking bumper on that, and then it was suddenly just like, nope, you didn't even touch it. Man, this game is so losable. Wild. Game feels like it should be like 9-0 right now. Oh my god, I didn't think he'd have the boost for that. He had such a slow takeoff. Alrighty. He's just out. What the physics? I mean, that one just confused me. The last one just confused me because I was going so fast at it and I was definitely lined up for it, but I think he hit it like right before I did. So the camera of my car was definitely like lined up perfectly, but my bumper just was short before he hit it, and then it kind of like lag touched. Oh. Personally, I wouldn't just lob it light as fuck off my backboard. All right, I think that's it. If we're gonna lose to a dude who threw my threes game like that, then I'm done. Ugh. GG's, everybody.